Good evening and welcome. Oh, we forgot to reset the countdown. And why? Okay, there you go. Get all of your silly lobster related jokes out of the way. I went out today and it was cloudy, and I was like, fine, it's cloudy. I don't need to wear sunscreen. 2 hours of walking in the sun later. Well, maybe I should have wore a little bit of sunscreen instead. So now I'm paying the price as usual. As always, it always has to happen. And no, I have not turned the saturation on my camera up. It just is like that, and it's a little bit embarrassing. I went to my daughter's graduation party, and I was too late, so I walked in with the entire class sitting there, and just me looking yes, rather cooked. And my daughter was like, "Oh my god, it was so embarrassing." I was like, "Yeah, well, you're a teenager. Your parents are gonna be embarrassing. That's just how it is. There's no way of no way around it. No matter what I do, I'm gonna be embarrassing. I might as well have something to be embarrassed about." So, the graduation is actually only supposed to, or the graduation dinner afterwards is only supposed to end like now-ish, next half hour. But I mean, socializing with parents is just not my cup of tea. This is I can be extroverted at times, but when it comes to social small talk with people I don't really care about and I don't really know, then I am very much an introvert, and I just can't really be. I can't be bothered to have these conversations where it's like, and then there was like, oh, then like coming up with little anecdotes, and then go like, insert funny comment, or like, I can't do that, right? And I'm just too old for that shit. So I was there for the dinner and the speeches, and then as soon as that was over, I just grabbed the stuff and I went said goodbye to my daughter, and then went home because she's at her mom's place. So it's not really, if she was coming home with me, then of course I would have to sort of stick around. But this time was like, yeah, I was there. I saw her graduation. I took some pictures. I congratulated her. Was part of the dinner. That's it. Did all the check marks. It was embarrassing. Yes, check. So now I fulfilled my duty as a dad, and then I can go home. So I wasn't actually planning to do some streaming, but I was like, you know what? I got some dinner. I got some dinner. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be streaming because I might also have to delete cancel the stream tomorrow. So if that's the case, then I was like, yeah, I want to get a little bit more Factorio content in here before we really hit the summer vacation, which will be next week. So next week, I should actually, by Sunday, I should upload a schedule for the next 3 weeks, so that you kind of get a sense of, oh yeah, I'm not going to be around so much. But there will be some planned streams between, especially when I come home. It's going to be like every day that I have available, I will be streaming those days. So, yep, and I hope you won't forget me over the summer. Usually it doesn't happen, so I think we'll be fine here this time as well. I hope. Otherwise, I'll just have to earn your subscription and loyalty back again after summer. But we don't know what's coming after summer in terms of gaming. We'll see. There will be something. There's always something, right? There's always something. Yeah. So plan for today, megabasing, and just figuring out what is wrong with the Megabase. I actually spent some time out off camera since the last stream because I was so fucking annoyed about the Gleba situation. So I upgraded all the laser turrets, or put laser turrets everywhere, upgraded them to legendary, put legendary rocket turrets, legendary legendary turrets. So everything is legendary on the perimeter around it. Made sure that we have deliveries of tungsten, so we can make makes more artillery shells. So I was like, all right, I can't be having another stream where every single minute of every hour is going to be like burp, burp, beep, 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 being attacked, being destroyed. We need to get some stable situation before we actually move on. And then I think that I need to do a lot of overhaul of stabilizing things. There's a lot of things that just kind of break all the time, and we need to get out of that rhythm of things breaking and then just patching it up, and then another thing breaking and then patching it up, but more along the lines of, okay, the transport between planets needs to be overhauled and be done, and then we can rely on it instead of just patching it up again and again and again. So that's the plan. So yeah, sounds good. And we'll work our way towards the 1,000,000 signs per minute, and I can promise you it's just going to be work for everything except Gleba signs and Prometheum signs. I have no idea how we're going to solve those two, but that's probably going to be the last ones then. But hey, it is what it is. I actually want to set up an automatic production of these, what are the overgrowth soils, because when we start going to Gleba, we're going to need 100,000 of those, and that takes so long to make, so I might as well start now and just try to sort of get that process going, because I did pause it because I was never going to need any more, and then I realized that, yeah, I actually do. So yeah, I've also been thinking a little bit about legendary versus non-legendary, and going to the legendary coal. We have lots of legendary coal. Of course, legendary coal is the catalyst for coal, plastic, steel, and copper. So it is obviously, but legendary coal in the quantities needed for military science, no, I don't think so. And that's the part. So we have to figure out what are we going to do, because legendary has two benefits. It's less well, it has one benefit. I don't know. The benefit is that it's more compact, which is not really a big deal in most cases. For example, like rockets, whatever, spaceships, whatever. But it really makes a difference when transporting by robot for the last mile delivery from the landing pad into the arrays, science arrays. There, it's really working. Looking healthy and tanned. Yeah, let's say that. That's let's call it that. And for legendary military science, but you answer that too. Yeah, I don't think legendary military science is worth it. There's also the argument that I could say that I don't need legendary everything, but legendary something might be really nice to have. So each of my builds, science builds, they have two inserters or two requester boxes, one for legendary, one for normal. And that might be okay. It probably should be 2 for normal and 1 for legendary. That would work better, but I guess that's kind of how I want it. So I have it now. How I have it now. I could probably just push it out 1 tile. I think so. I don't think there would be anything wrong with pushing it out 1 tile so we can get 3 requester boxes. Yeah, but whatever. We'll see. Yeah, but let's jump on in. We're already on the right screen, so that's it's good. And we'll definitely close that one. Single layer, there, and masterclass, no, space age, yes, that one. Hey, Diamond, thank you for the 33 months. Much more Factorio, woohoo, yes. We're getting lots and lots of Factorio content. I don't know, I sort of got a little bit addicted to it. I also had to build this because we weren't really building enough tungsten. So now we are making, like, tungsten, done. And we can then... Good. If you look at our Glebalicious, they're still attacking here in Gleba. That's crazy. Let's see. This is actually where we have legendary rocket turrets. Come on. Are they not working? And Michael, thank you for the 72 months. Yeah. And the problem is this part. That you can look even out here at the extreme range of the artillery. Only here we start seeing it's outside of the range. Which means, why are they not shooting at this? You have artillery. Why are you not shooting? Really should be. Maybe it just takes a long time for it to identify. Like it scans chunks and then it finds something to shoot at, and then it'll eventually shoot. So it'll get there eventually, I guess. The weird thing where it's sleep and only scans once a minute or something to 7 UPS. Yeah, that's also kind of what I've realized, that even if you have something and you get the ammo, you go like, come on, shoot, and then you get frustrated and you start checking everything, and then suddenly it shoots. So like, okay, it probably just scans whether it's 1 minute, or I think it actually just scans active chunks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes through them one by one, and then it triggers once it gets to a chunk that has something in it. That's my thought, right? Hey, Lorenzo Lewis, thank you for the 64 months. Been a while since we've seen you around, or I've seen you around. This one would be nice, but it's 32 million. That's a little bit much for this. What I'd like to do is look at this one and then see which science is the one that's hurting us the most. And the two that are the pink and the blue, those are actually legendary, so we don't really care too much about it. But lo and behold, it's the science from Clever Science. It's always Clever Science. Even though they are working, and they're working quite well. The one thing I wanted to do here, this one is doing both, and it really shouldn't be doing both. It should only do one of them. Because right now, this is coming in pretty quickly. It comes in batches of 20,000. So it goes 20,000, and then the available in rocket silo is just scaling up again. And then it'll get to another 20,000 and launch. But this one, 8,000. That's crazy. Oh, look at available on planet. Gotta get that in there. Damn. And then another 20,000. This is really nice. This is what I want to see. Yum yum. And that's en route, and that's en route. And if we go back to Gleba, it's glorious. It launches by 20,000 at a time. And the other ones are launching from, random locations here. You can see they're filling up. And they should be eventually launching. But there's just waiting time on these here. There you go. That should help a little bit. More loading. It's because there's so much being transported here. Okay, so now they're launching, but slowly. Yeah, so the last 4 of them, where are they? Who knows? They are sitting somewhere. The last 4 are sitting somewhere or waiting to be recharged before going. And then now they're getting in here. This is good. Yeah, looking good. Hey, Urchelike, thank you for the 50 months. Look at that. Been on the fun pursuit of searching for a new job, so haven't had much free time lately. Really? Okay, well, I hope you are finding a new job. But once you find it, it's probably not going to be like, oh, now I have a new job. Now I have plenty of time. That's usually not how it goes when you get a new job. 5 metric years indeed. Right, so we need to figure out what we want to do today. We built a new design, and I think that was it this one? It was this one. Was it? Yes, this is the new design. And these ones are now filtered by whether there's something here. So now they all turned red until these fill up. I didn't like this. Basically, I'm stopping... Oh, this is actually nice. I'm not stopping this part up here, but I'm stopping this part. But it doesn't... It's completely overloading on And here, if you look at how much we have, that's way too much. These ones really should be then kicking into gear and doing stuff. That's kind of the point of this. And these will just help transform it over to something useful. And now these should be able to keep up. They should never drop below. If I'm doing things properly, they should never drop below 10,000. Damn it! Still getting exploded on Clever. What are you? Oh, that's just the module. And then this one, these are now active, but it won't be that much that comes through. We can see a lot of the metallic chunks go through, but they won't be able to get all the way through, I think. I'm also kind of not liking this last row. It seems a little bit excessive. Oh, it now stopped. And then stopped completely. Damn, it's really using too much power here. Maybe it's because it's such a chunky boy here. Right? And then it starts flying again. But can it keep up with this? 2,100? It should be. Like, it has so much of everything now. But it only barely keeps up. And then they start working. And as this starts working, barely anything comes through now. Well, something is still coming through. And these ones will then be starved. This one is now starved. There we go, it's a little bit. Okay, it's not even picking up yet. Now it's heading back. Maybe it would actually help if it was just stuck here for just a little bit of time. No unloading. And now this one's empty. And then it completely shuts off. Damn. Which one is it actually that's starving the most? Why is this the problem? Output full? How the hell's the output full? It's simply not transferring fast enough. That's actually interesting. Do I have a pump? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Then I think that's actually better. That pumps at 3,000, so it should get rid of everything here and push it into this one. Oh, I need 2 of these. Calcite. Yeah, okay, so this is the one that's actually starving, the calcite. And then all of this got disabled, and then they start going in here as well. There we go, and now it starts up again. Is it not parking at... and 10 seconds? Nope. Where is it? It goes... Oh, it's this one. So it's here. Oh, I can't do that. I could actually do it this way, couldn't I? Almost. There you go. That works. Goes in here. So it should be less likely. It should only be full now if this one is already full. How the hell is that the case? Are they not working? Pumping 0. Really need a buffer for these. When is the next Shapes 2 stream? There won't be any more Shapes stream. There will be Shapes videos on YouTube, but not live streams. They weren't really performing very well. This bothers me. It bothers me that I can't keep the spaceship flying. The other alternative is to limit it by speed. So instead of going, in this case, all the way up to 200, then we can just go like, it doesn't matter, let's fly it at 500, whatever. But then I need... that one. Where are you going? Oh, that's the water. That's not going anywhere. It's this one. I need actually between the pump here and out, I need to put in some pumps here, and that's not really working. I think it's because these are legendary, so they're just using way too much. They're potentially using too much. 300 per second consumption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 300 is 2,700. So if this one was producing all the time, it would be fine. Because this can produce 6,000 per second. But it's not. And you can see the belt is completely empty here. And it's only when this one drops down. Now it drops below, and then it stops this part down here. When then it means it takes a long time for it to actually flow through. I really don't think this has very much value. It doesn't add enough value for the price. Yeah, this is already making a lot of extra. Couldn't this one just be going like that? And then I could just get this belt turned the other way. Just merges in on the other side, that's fine. I can even do this one if I want that instead. Doesn't matter, it's coming out on the other side anyway, so I think I actually want it this way. Fine. But now this one is not activated, or is it? Yeah, these are still activated here. Okay, so this part disables. Why are my robots getting killed? Because they're repairing. Hello, Cobra. How unfortunate. I've been binge watching them on YouTube. Do you have any other Factorio games you'd recommend besides Factorio and Shapes 2? Satisfactory, Captain of Industry, and mostly is Dyson Sphere. Dyson Sphere program is the best. Okay, let's actually see what... It's because these launchers here, you can't do anything until they land. So that means they will always land. Oh, look at that. That's funny. Huh. I hope that's not a thing everywhere else. Oh, wow. Still lose 43. That's so crazy. I don't know how to defend this in a way that it doesn't get blown up all the time. I guess moving out our perimeter and therefore also moving out everything else. I think my perimeter is too close. And you can see here where it bulges out is where I have legendary rocket turrets. And yeah, so we're still having like 900 remaining. Okay, so I think we want to make science, volcano science. Maybe that's the one we want to scale up first because we're going to be building here. So let's use that. So this little build here, let's use this as a sample. Did we actually complete? Did we finish this one? Like, how well is this working? Yeah. Now you mentioned DSP, I have a question. What is the yellow dotted line in blueprints mode in DSP going from pole to pole? I don't know. Is there a yellow dotted line? I think that's where your blueprint starts, I think. Yeah, I think that's where sort of, if I kind of can only sort of remember it if I have like really big blueprints. Get some artillery. I already have some artillery. And the next artillery upgrade is 32 million, so it's not a little bit out of the way. This one could be speed limited as well. That might be a thing. But let's see. Is it able to consume all of it? Yes, easily able to consume all the greens, and easily able to consume all the blues, and easily able to consume the purples, unfortunately. And here, this is just chugging. And why is it chugging? $144 on this belt? Is that 144? Yeah, okay. This copper goes in here. This works good. The issue we have is this one is fine. It's that one. This is the one. This is the issue. Oh, right. This is not even... it doesn't have a beacon. That's why it's so bad. Right. Are you affected? Yeah, you are affected by that beacon. Damn. There we go. Why is this one not a stack inserters? And why is this one not a stack inserter either? They are. There. Yes, this one should just go. Go, 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 go. Get more. Building more of the here. Legendary science. And when it comes back, it'll just drop this off. Shouldn't that work? Yes, it did work. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's just a way to get it out of this. Yeah, so how much we got? 1.3, and they're not all working. They're not working all of them, but some of them are working a little bit. Yeah, so we have more than 20. Or maybe just 10. I don't really care if they are. I don't need to have 19 running around on this belt. Just... yeah, just convert. Convert into something useful. And now we're bringing that down to 10. And we can see anything else that gets on the belt is just going to be consumed. But hey, we're getting a little bit here. There we go. Okay. This is nice. What is the actual production value of this? Yeah, so it's a little bit complicated. But what if we look at this one? 680. Let's call that divided by, that's per minute. Then that's 11.3 per second. And oops. And what is our expectation for design wise? 19. Okay, so if we're still producing this at 11 per second, which we know we can get more later on, but if we're only producing at 11 per second, then it's still pretty good. That's still times 6 normal science. It didn't take long to figure out the stream title, so indeed. Yes, I mean, I gotta embrace the ridicule, right? More asteroid collection then. I can't do more asteroid collection. Like, it's the biggest fallacy of any logistical system is that whatever is the bottleneck, just work on that one, because what you end up is just chasing bottlenecks. You have to look at something at this point and go like, this is the size. I'm going to collect the amount of asteroids I can get. Can I process everything I get? Yes, I can. Okay. So that's just, and then I'm going to produce as much science as I can based on the amount I collect. Like anything that is in here is collected. So it's not like, fuck, this is the main problem I could actually fix, which I think I need to fix, because that bothers me actually. We're just going to set it down so it flies slower. There. Okay. So this thing wasn't really working very well. No, shit. It's going to be complicated though. We need to do a complete overhaul of the design, so I actually need to park you at Navis here. Oh, that's far away. Because I can't start reconfiguring the thrusters while it's in motion. Actually, I think it's much better to do it at Volcanus. More asteroid, sure we can. Okay, how would you get more asteroid collection? Like, adding more of these doesn't do anything because there are no asteroids that pass by. Speeding up, that doesn't change it because it spawns at something per minute. Making it wider, yeah, but that's how I choose that this is the width that fits with the screen, and then bigger. It doesn't make it better. It's better to have two that are the same this size. It's better to have two of these than it is to have one that is twice as wide. Thruster stacking. First of all, I'll never do that. Second of all, it's not going to make any difference. There, Canis. Okay. So I'm going to be reconfiguring this somehow so that I get... You know, all of this configuration was actually done, like, let's say, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. So we can just move it over here. Remove all of this. And these will now be capped according to velocity. Enable when velocity is greater. No, enabled when it's less than 150. What is the bottleneck of the fuel now? Not enough chunks or not enough production? The fact that it produces enough, but then everything gets converted and then nothing gets down here and then it runs out of fuel. And then I have to disable this manually or just automatically, and then something flows in and it works again. So it's the fact that nothing really gets by this. You can see how little actually flows past. There's a little bit, but not enough to keep the thruster going. So I'm gonna now lower the burn rate so that we can actually get get this better. Okay, so here I'm gonna take you and do the same thing. Why is it like this? Yeah, that's a good question. Ah, damn it. Doesn't connect anymore. So frustrating. Ah, okay. Now we're getting this one here. That's a great place to have it. Let's get you in here. Ah. Yeah. So this measures what's there. If it's less than 10,000, it sends a signal on the green wire. Or it's more than 10,000, then it sends a green signal. If there are 2 green signals, these ones are allowed. Otherwise, they're not. Then now I want to get the inbounds. So this is here and that one's here. This is perfect. And that one goes in here. So they are max length and max length. Perfect. The water though, water needs to go only to that one. Good. So that's water in here. And this is no longer connected. It should be, but it's not. Yes. So these will be maybe active, and then we'll get something here. I don't like the idea of throwing this out when I'm also, on the other hand, consuming some of this for ice, but I haven't been able to find a way to get this excess ice in here. Excess ice. It's actually like this. Almost like this, actually. Actually, could I do that? If I could get into that spot. It'll have to be something like this. Nope. Feels weird, but okay. It's a little bit clunky, but maybe. This is thrust, this is nothing. Ah, here. Oh, right, just because it wants to go in. There you go. It gets a little bit. And this one is now relying on the red belt. I don't have anywhere that I can build a yeah. Am I really gonna have to kill you? I guess I am. There. On the red belt, on the red wire, we read the speed as V. This one outputs on the red belt, the V. Velocity is obviously 0. So let's try enabling it and see what happens. Now it should go. It's disabled, so then it falls down. Gets a boost, as you can see, and now just gets a boost in there. And then it drops below, and then it gets another boost. That makes no sense. Why? Oh, it's because this one. Okay, something is not working. Ah, this one. This is not in. Right. There we go. Because otherwise it doesn't go into this part. Oops. Boost. And speed. Could you please show me real quick how you set up a constant combinator in Factorio to remove excess material? To remove excess materials. Oh, no, I don't know what you mean. I can show you what I do, but I don't know what that is. Oh, this is completely different. Remove excess materials. Like, I don't set up a... I don't know what that means. Excess materials. Oh, you mean like, oh, I have, in this case, I have too much processing units. How would I get rid of that? Or is that it? Because I think I got rid of all of that some time ago on this build. Build this motorcycle unit. I should build with a recycled stuff. Prioritize inserter from the requested chest set to maximum system. That's not really what I did do something. I remember that. I remember that I did something when I had like a ridiculous amount here. And I just had a recycler line that was fed by the stuff that was too much. Does it make a difference what you can see? No, it does not. The only thing is that it's just, I send the signal in here and then it comes out here. That's the only thing I need this for. And this one. Just kind of, instead of wire hopping on the power poles, because I don't like power poles here, so I'd rather have this. So this should cut down. Yeah, I'm not, Aaron, maybe if you can explain the problem a little bit better, then I can help you. But right now I'm really unsure what you mean. Ah, it's too far. Oh. Did it stop? Why? Oh, stopped at volcanoes. Oh, so it is intended to stop. I was like, oh no, why did the logic not work? All right, but we're also seeing that lots of stuff is passing by. That's actually kind of crazy. Because these are empty. Very much empty. Why are they empty? Because this shit is not working. Oops. just kind of uses a little bit of this, so. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I'm also thinking we can do it in a little bit nicer way. There we go. That's better, I think. Then the excess goes out. Yep. You could use an underground belt to jump the asteroid belt instead of turret inserters. That's much nicer. You're absolutely right. Funny. Sometimes blind for obvious stuff. Yeah. And it's better. Then I think I could make it even better by having this one only do excess. Because right now this one is... So you're reading, including the crafting. And you're enabling based on the ice. Oops. And this ice is 27, so when it's less than 20, then you go. Right? So we'll use the scrap ice or the recycled ice unless, which means that there'll be less demand for that one. My god, we're not fast enough. Why are we not fast enough? Oh no! Oh, I think I know why. Oops. Ah, yummy, yummy, yummy. Legendary or better stuff. Nom 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 nom. Now it's fine, right? I want to see if it activates. No, doesn't. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it I just so we know, it activates once in a while. That's all I need to know. I'm also kind of seeing if this one could move over here, then yes, I could also just lift it nicer way, or if I could. Yeah, I don't have a better way. There would be a major reconfiguration of everything, so we'll just let it go down here. Yeah. I am a little bit concerned about the fact that I can't consume all of it. Or is that maybe just... Maybe I do need the extra line right now, because we're actually consuming too much now. Or we're producing too much. Like, I cannot get rid of it fast enough because the belt is too full, and the fact that it actually flows through here is a bad sign. Well, it's not a bad sign, it just means that shit's working. It means that we could do more conversion. Then the question is this one, the green one, is also a massively full belt. But that's because it's stockpiled. I think we should work our way out of this. But I like this, and I think I also like it as a template. Yeah. So, I'm happy. Is there anything we would want to configure with this one? Because then I'd want to redo this part. Okay, you are gonna go to... Why are you going Gleber? So nervous. I'll do Volcanus instead. And then park you there. Ooh, actually no. I want to get you actually just there. I guess Gleber was better for something, but I don't actually like it going to Gleber. So this is the old ship, and it's shorter distance here, and there's only one extra line. While the other one, 2 extra lines, and here. Where are you heading? You're heading to Volcanus. So should I drop off some things that we don't really want to keep around? Like, it could be useful for other ones? Not really. There's nothing here that's super valuable. It's a lot of legendary quality modules, though. Alright, you can go away from there. Almost 200,000, and this is the production, the bad production, right? This is the worst one. So this is actually 400,000 versus keeping steady at normal science. This one, though, is interesting as well. But it does require so much advanced circuits that it kind of not really that cool. Are you... You're parked at Navis. Okay, perfect. Disable thrusts. And... So, I don't think I need to delete everything. Because, for example... That's still fine. Fine. I think particularly this one is important not to take out, because then I need to get more fluoroketone, and I don't bother with that. So we go to Barthak here. Get the ship. Smash it in. Oh, it actually has redundant platforms from the time when we used walls along the edge. Careful. Yeah. And that one. Okay, build. That's coming in, this is coming in. All of those are junk. All those are junk, and those are junk. 40, we definitely need more. We just need more of this. We have enough on the planet. So everything is good. Power's fine. Yes. I love the spaceship building part. Super nice. It's the last line right here. What are we missing? A few extra ships. It also kind of sucks that I'm doing this over Navis, so it means that something like transport belts goes on by 50 by rocket from Volcanus to a spaceship, drop it down on Navis, get it back up to a spaceship. Really? But I don't want to rebuild spaceships over Volcanus. It just seems a little unsafe. But everything is good. Everything is en route, so... This is en route. This one. When this comes in, then I'm going to need more requests for this. $36. So close. And this one's also good. I'll send those down. This group is important. And man, just nothing we can do about it. Do we think walls actually work here? Oh. I don't think so. But it might be worth a shot for this part. Yeah, maybe I need to build a little bit more. Why am I doing it all the way around if I don't know if it works? What a lovely sound. No! Crap. Oh, we can do it without sound. That seems wasteful. Oh, okay, this one is working. Not very well, but it is working. There you go. Blue circuits! And then we see the robots go crazy. Right, let's have a look at... Oh, that's not this one. Is it ready? I think it's ready. Do we have... We have something and we have something. Perfect. That was actually great. So let's start sending it off. And go. That is the second blue circuit ship. Blue science ship. And I'd like to have the other one kind of maybe now looking at the production of this. Okay, that's completely impossible to see what that is like. Now it's really low at 200 and something, but it was also good at the time. But I don't know. Like, this does not bode well if this is the production it can muster at this point. That's actually really low. It's really weird that it's so low, actually. But the belts are not full. Like, this is actually surprisingly empty. And there is no way for me to make it better because it's all relying on legendary carbonic, and I'm using it to the best that I can. Getting it in here. Making some juicy things here. Everything is maximized so that each sulfur goes as long as possible, gets as much mileage as possible from the sulfur. Okay, and the other one? Not getting a lot. I think you want to go faster. My legendary ships do 450 kilometers per second. Yeah, but I couldn't support faster with this ship, so I don't know. I would I would need to get a lot more resources passing by in order for it to work. Because it was just not getting enough here to keep it moving. Mine are 20x larger. It's insane, but the only way I've found. Got my legendary blue science ship creating 17k per minute. Wow, that's a big ship then. What causes the ship to fluctuate? The fact that I turn off thrusters. 17k per minute. So you're using the thruster stacking, which I think is a disgusting mechanic, and I would never use it. So, yeah. It just defies the look and feel of what it's supposed to do. And I don't understand it. Like, why? It's such a typical developer thing. Like, this cone that they cast down here, they go like, oh, well, 200 tiles, that's fine. Like, oh, don't do that. Just make it 100 million. Oops, int max. No, don't make it int max. Like, don't make it something where people go like, well, actually. The problem is that this cone is not infinite, and it should be. Thruster stacking is that this cone here, that where you can't build, is supposed to prevent you from having thrusters sort of encapsulated in design. So what you do is you build a long line down here, and then you build some more thrusters down here, and then you build even further, and you build some more thrusters because you can. But I honestly think that it's less. There's another question about that. Then this one could also have a way more thrust, and maybe that would actually be better, because if you look at the big ships here, they have full thrust. And even if it doesn't need to use all of these, then the fact that it has them means that it doesn't go like it doesn't use as much. It's not thrusting at maximum, it's maybe thrusting at 20%, which is much more fuel effective, which means lower yields, right? So maybe this would be a better design for these ships, so that we basically have like the lower is just thrusters, because you're never gonna pick up anything with these anyway. Like the ones on the side have a marginal value, but the ones on the back don't have anything. I only get about 100 kilometers per second more by thruster stacking. So I could probably still get 12, 13k. Okay. Wow. Then I have no idea how you do that. I also have a little bit of I have an aversion towards building ships that don't fit on the screen. Like, this is about as much as I like. And of course you can say that these don't fit on the screen. No, but they kind of do, right? Because you don't, this is the core of the ship, right? Everything else is kind of redundant. So this fits, but who cares about this? And this fits, so. I could have made this wider, but this was where I fit. This fits on the screen. I like that. So I'd rather have more of these instead of having one that's 3 times as wide. Yeah. Efficiency also with timers on pumps. Just enable them for 1 tick every X. That reduces fuel a lot. Then add more thrusters to gain speed. Yeah. I'm using it. I kind of doing a worse version of that by limiting based on thrusts. Here, limiting on thrust. But limiting based on a cadence is probably better. Because if I follow a cadence, then it's consistent that it's always starving. Carter, thank you for the 22 months.
Welcome home.
Yeah, exactly. It goes too high and it goes too low, and goes too high and just having a cadence and then try to. I did do that as well. I don't know if these ships have that. I have no idea how I control the thrust of the ship. Well, actually I do. Here, this is my thrust control. But this one's also controlled by that. I did it at some point, but I think I went away from it. Like some of these earlier ships. Like maybe this one. Nope, this is just going all out. I feel like belt weaving to store Prometheum chunks is similar gamey to thruster stacking. I don't, but I can see that. Okay, so I'm done with this one. It's working-ish. Why is it so inconsistent, these numbers? Like, if I just look at this number and go like, yay, but if I look at that number, then I'm not yaying anything about it, or this number. But it's just fluctuating so much. Like this part here, now these have turned off because the thrust is too low. I'm not happy about it. I'm really not happy about it, but I don't think I want to tinker with it because I think the next is going to be an overhaul. And that's the problem of this. Alternatively, this ship is also working like really well. Like, it's so simple. If I could expand this ship to also make coal into plastic and then make the red circuit on this ship as well, then that would be amazing. Which I don't think is... It's definitely not implausible for this this kind of ship. Just make it wider and then it would be fine. Like, this is not a big deal to make a ship like this. And it's still making... Like, this is... It's not really consuming much. This is the only one that's actually problematic. Which is going to be still the same... This is still going to be the bottleneck then. It's actually going to be a bigger bottleneck moving forward. Because it's the carbonic that's going to be limiting here. Just desperately trying to get enough sulfur in here. And then if I want to make plastic, that means I'm going to need more sulfur, which means I'm not actually collecting enough here. Or at least I'd need to reconfigure it significantly. Yeah. I'd have to rebuild it from scratch to make it. But I haven't decided whether I want to continue with these kind of designs, like spaceship normals, or I want to continue with stuff like this, spaceship legendaries. I don't know. Theoretically, at least, let's actually... No, practically. This is 800 per minute over the last 10 minutes. Let's say over the last hour, that's a little bit better. This is 14 per minute, per second, times 60. So this is... No, not times 60. Times 6, because it's 6 times as effective as normal. So this is basically corresponding to 85 signs per second, which is not much. Right? Having spaceship dedicated to only doing 86 signs per second is not enough. Okay, so how do you get it to move so fast? Is it just absurdly wide, or... Yeah. We definitely need full thruster coverage. I'm just not going to be doing that now. I'm looking at this ship you shared.
Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Interested in how you did the reprocessing. That seems like an interesting block of reprocessing things. Don't really see why that's why doing it like this, but I guess it's to use more of sort of the inside of the ship for processing instead of only having it sort of as I do along the edge, which limits the amount of it. Definitely. Also really interesting how many beacons, belts and stuff. Yeah. I think it's very interesting. I can't see on this picture where you make your fuel, because the fuel is going to be... Oh, maybe... No, where's the fuel maker? Okay, that's just a chunk of fuel makers. Again, very much beaconed. And your power plant. Okay, you can't see that, but there's a big power plant as well. Very interesting. I like it. Thank you for sharing. Can we just someone allow that one? I'm just gonna share it. There. There for anyone who couldn't see it because it got linked. Tonic, wow, thank you for the prime. Welcome. Yeah, okay. So I think that's a great idea. I think that's what we need to do. But I don't want to do it now. I want to do some design of whatever is worse. This is really good. 204. That's nice. I think the the orange signs is what we're gonna do, because we also need orange signs for artillery. So if you get that, it's working. So let's have a look at this design here. This design is 133. I would like to have a design that is a blob, a thing that makes 240. So we should design it against 240 non-legendary per orange signs. Glibber is worse. Yes, the sky's blue. So I think that's where we're going to be starting, and then finding an idle location like this that isn't being used. Well, let's take maybe that one. Let's work our way out there to with the awful grid. Space and come on, volcanoes, there. New substation grid. But is it legendary? Yes, it is legendary. Any other ones that are nearby that we would have easier time using that isn't already occupied? Nope, because someone has been busy going out and tapping all of it. Maybe, but these are really annoying places. Yeah. Okay, and then we ran out of stuff. And then the question is, where the hell are we compared to everything else? Hello, Tallman, good evening. It's here? Yes. I only have the non-legendary versions. Let's think. Is there any place that we can build out here? Not really. So let's not build it out here. Let's just drag it back. Let's use this location as a build location. It's probably fine. Which again is outside of our area. Let's go back inside our area and then use some kind of deconstruction planner. Let's get rid of all that shit. Don't do that on Glebber, by the way. Don't use the trees only deconstruction planner on Glebber. That is a nightmare. So far from me, it's so daunting. Yeah, me too. As you get closer, you get further away. You realize how far you are away from it. And then I'm going to get this one, that, and then cliffs. Just fucking get rid of them. Don't want to have any of that shit in my base. Which might be a little bit over eager. All right, let's start building something, and then we are going to ignore this grid for what we need, because I have to do something else. Right, what are we going to do? We don't need you up here. We do need that one. Let's get started on from the end and look at this one. Good. You're going to make this non-legendary, and we're going to figure out how many beacons we want associated with each. I really like low beacon count. Like designs such as this one are my favorite designs, where it's like a few beacons here in the middle. I dislike the surrounding everything with beacons. It might be necessary, but I really dislike it. So this is producing 16.6. 15, that's a bad number. 16 is a good number, but it's also just too much. So what if we do this? $11 is a bad number. 10 would be a nice number. $9 is a annoying number again. If I could get it to being 8, that would be lovely, I think. 8 or 10 would be nice. 8 could work. I actually wanted where 10 is the right number. Okay, so why do I want it? Because for 10? Because then I can get multiples of 10 launched. Then I can just have 1 into each. Maybe 1, 2 rockets or something. Like, this is also a nice design, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So something with 8 is also nice. 8 is better because 8 is much easier to split. So we want 8 because then you can get a belt and 2 belts or 4 belts or whatever. Yeah, so 8 is the right number. There we go. We're gonna do this. Okay, so what do you need? You need 38 of one, and you need 50 something of the other ones. Let's see how we get the other ones. You. 25, I need 23. Okay. Okay, good. And then let's find the other one. That one. So weird that this cannot be done in any better ones. Like, please let it go like cryogenic plants or something. How much we need? We need 38. So this one is a little bit too much. Can we just minimize beacon coverage on it? 57, and I need 38. So again, this is hit by 1, 2 beacons. What if it's just hit by 1 beacon? Then I got 41. Okay. So this is pretty close to ratio. What if some of those 8 only have 3 beacons? Closer to... Yeah, but then they're not even. So what is this? This means 84 of this. And if I multiply this by 8... then I need 691 per second. That's kind of a lot. How many belts is that? It's not 4 belts. It's 3 belts, right? So, yeah, 3 belts is 720. And then we also need some carbon. Carbon is kind of nightmarish to get. This is not a problem. This is not a problem. No, this is not definitely not a problem. This is kind of not a problem. But I do need to actually consider it, because it's a lot. From space, definitely not from space. Because if I get it from space, then it lands here. That's a hell of a long way. So we do have to craft it ourselves, which sucks, but it is just the way it has to be. And this is coming in from here, which is just being, this is producing it at a pretty ridiculous rate. So we can easily produce it if we just have enough of this. So if I look at this and then go, okay, we need 20 of those. That is not a concern. That's affected by 1. Because, yes. This is 90, and that's just with 1 beacon. What about no beacons? Then it's 3. Such a stark contrast. So this is going to be, if I look at this one and multiply by 8, then 166, it's one of these with a couple of beacons. Not a problem. And then this one is going to be a little bit, and then 20,000 copper. Okay, well that's actually something. I'm going to make this amount of the 800 and something molten is a bit much. So that, I wonder if it's worth actually. Yeah, it is. Okay, so what about you now? That's not it. Plenty. Easily enough. This is so ridiculous how good this is. So this might also be something I'm not going to tie to this, because it doesn't matter. I just need to produce it somewhere. Yeah, so the module is pretty simple. I'm wondering if this could be... like this. It's positive and it's positive, so that's good. So this is definitely a nice way, but it's also just not producing enough, so, you know. This one is 2 solids inbound. One of them being the same as that one. So the idea of having like this would be nice. That would be nice, right? Because that's input here. But that's obviously getting us all sorts of other issues. What? Oh, it's too far away. Too far. I can't have one in the middle that hits both. Not enough. Maybe you're not in the middle. Maybe you are somewhere else. It so bothers me that this can't be made in anywhere else. Where's the lobster? You do the lobster command. And now this one doesn't have enough. These are too slow, and this one's not even close to enough. How would we do this? Maybe this is just not worth it. Like, I don't care about overproduction. Not really. Oh, don't do that. And having... Honestly, if we look at it, like... It's not like crazy numbers, and if I multiply this by 8... This is more than one belt over, though. That's the unfortunate part. Damn, should not have taken those out. So obviously way too much, but whatever. Not enough. Probably gonna. No. We'll keep it like this. It's very weird you can't make tungsten carbide in a foundry. Yes, or any other building. Like, then make it in an electromagnetic plant or a cryogenic plant or something. A cryogenic plant would actually be nice because then it would be like, we can come back and actually optimize it later on. But this is just bad. Like, why is it something you assemble? You have some carbon things and some tungsten and you assemble it? Weird. Like, this is a design, but it's not a good one, though. Damn it. Because I was kind of thinking, hey, this one could be tungsten inbound, but it can't because it can't reach up here. So this is something I don't like about having two of these. These close to each other, that's fine, whatever. But also not having this one being able to output on a central line is bad. Like, I don't think I like that. Don't think I like that. What about now? That should be the same, right? Yes. Yeah, it's the same. No, not fast enough. Because I do need this one to be able to output the finished product. It kind of goes without saying. But I also need something inbound here. For these two. But that also goes up to those two. Ah! Maybe this is the tungsten coming in, suppose. And then... It's also... Suppose that could be built here. But this one is too slow, so fuck it. Doesn't work. Hold on. Here's another thing I was thinking about. Well, This number is bigger than that number, so I won't be able to have a full one belt inbound. Maybe I make a centralized build for this. And just put it out in 2 belts. Like, fuck it. Doesn't make sense. On the other hand, let's... it's more inputs than outputs. Even with productivity, it's more inputs than outputs. That's important. Which means that it's better to keep this away instead of making it inside the build. Because then I need more inputs than I'm getting out. Yeah, okay. But they still need to get something inbound here from this. How much does this speed? It's enough, yeah. And this one is getting 90 inbound, which is less than a half belt. Okay. Could there be like a half a belt of this junk? And then the other half belt would be that. That means I'm gonna need to do some sorting before, which is kind of weird, right? Yeah. I don't think I can do this in this ratio. Definitely need to put these out here to keep it up, but I'm still not anywhere near enough with just one of these. So I do need 2 of them. How could that be? But if I have 2 of these, then I'm just basically doing a design that looks like this, and then multiplying by 8. So, yeah, let's do that. All of this is fast enough. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be in here and in here. So solved, solved. Then I only need the carbon, which is just going to be like a random inbound here. I can just go like something like this. That's pretty good, actually. And it's still fast enough. And then that is my outbound. Okay, what else are we missing inbound? We got these 2. We got these 2. We got this. Okay, so the thing about this build is that if I just build it like this and then flip it, then it's still actually pretty modular. It's a pretty modular build, all things considered. Yeah. And that goes down. And the same with these 2. Okay, I wonder what I'm missing, but this seems really good. 64. Yeah. Lights, but okay. Okay, we're done. That's it. This is the design. It's actually really neat. Okay, so I'm happy we got to something useful. So in order to support this times 8, which is what we want. Haha, no, that's no, the whole thing times 4. For now. Because then that's going to be a module. Because it's also overproducing. We have to figure out, because this one number was not good. This is too much. Like gas for carbide. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is the maximum it can be down. So this one. Just assuming that we can kind of get it from the side. I don't know, somehow. We don't know what this number is, but it's definitely not that, because look at how much we're producing excess here and a little bit of excess here. So I need to reduce this. This is 50% too much spam. Yemi, good evening. So we did have another build that was actually built much closer to ratio. Which I can't remember. But let's do that here. I think that was just moving this one up. Then this was pretty close to ratio. Yes. So if we do that one times 8, then we get 691. So that should be what we're aiming for. Then the next question becomes, how can we get that from our location? Whoa. So I don't think walls actually do much. Clearly. Like all the stuff that got attacked in there. Let's get some things in our... Now we get some spider eggs inside our... Or what are they called? Pentapod eggs. Are they shooting, by the way? They're still not shooting. Oh, maybe... I don't know. It feels kind of weird that we're not shooting out here. Did it go like... Really? Someone should be shooting. Seriously? I have 36 places that can shoot at this location. What the hell? It didn't even draw a targeting circle. Oh, because I left clicked. What are we working on today? A little bit of all. Okay, let's see if there's actually something in here, because that should target by itself. So we should see this as empty, which I guess it would be really weird if it was. Oh, it is empty. Okay, so these are ghosts? I don't know. This productivity, it's just another 6 hours away. Which one is running out? Orange signs. Yes. Okay, well, that's the one we're working on. Okay, let's have a look at something like this one. Oh, not that one, because that has modules here. So what about you? Whatever. It's easy. We can easily do this. All right, that's nice to know. So we also know that now the amount of in here is not a problem. We also know that this could actually be split as 1. Yeah, that's fine. And that one is what? Could that also be split here? No, because then I can't reach over. That's 1. That's 2. This is the carbon. Yeah, so, okay, let's design this in the way that I actually would imagine that it would be placed. Then we need... This is the big one. So this one needs 4 lanes total. Does it go left, right, or right to left? I think we make it like this. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one is this up here, the carbon. Which is just... Really? 1 belt of carbon? Yeah. Okay. And that's even too much. So 1 belt of carbon. Then I think I don't need to go conflict with that. There. Or maybe none of them actually have to be... God, that's annoying. That's just the only place it couldn't be. Funny how that works. That sucks. Like that. There. That's going to be like the module, and then we'll take each of these rows out. This corner, man, that's just not working. Okay, we still only have 1 entity material for construction. That's it'll get there. Okay, so this is actually a nice design, I think. Then we'll just get a little bit of that, and then before that, I'll get some consolidated builds of this. The bottom pipe connector. It does. You're annoying. You want attention? Okay. look at that fat cat. Oh, the iron ore. Mm-hmm. The iron ore? What? Oh, can you sit here? The iron one. This one. This is the iron one. That one connects here. Everything is connected. Oh, right, that one. Okay. Yes, now I get it. Was that... There we go. It's too far away. Okay. I need to press shift. That's a little bit difficult with you. Actually, maybe I just move over here. And then I can press it. That sucks. Sucks that it doesn't... Because then I'd have to go in here and then... Super productive here. There, that's better. Look at this cute kitty. Yeah, you're just extremely cuddly and very attention-seeking. And he lives off of hype trains, so you can see sometimes he's a little bit chubby, sometimes he's a little bit skinny, right? Yeah, little hype cat. Okay, so this is kind of an easy module for getting up there. Wave goodbye. I forgot to take my break today, but I guess that's just it. So we can get from maybe even this one, I think. Let's try to get this area here covered. And then use that as a baseline for what we want. Yeah? Okay. So now I want to build something that produces a lot of this. What about just starting with something that is revolving around getting rid of it, because that's kind of the worst part of it. Oh my god, I hate Clever. Have I mentioned how much I fucking hate Clever? What race? It's a cat. It's a cat race. What kind of cat are you? A house cat? It's a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. Yeah, so this is perfect, except now I don't have any way to get this out. Right, what is this one like? This is 14,000, and where do we want to go? We want to go to, it was 20,000? 40,000, no. 20,000, okay, 20,000. It's not getting there. Also not even able to get rid of it. We're producing 3,000 stone. Yeah. So the good news about that is they should have their own dedicated one, which means it can take up less space. And we also have to remember that there also has to be like this pattern here. I love this design. Doot. It's super efficient. It might not be efficient enough for what we need to do here, but it's pretty good. I think it actually might not be, because this could hit the top one. That one. And then, no. If we did this. It's not really important. They're still affected. So how much is this producing? And then could I just multiply? This is 14,000. That means this one is 7. So I just need one more of these. Yeah, but it's not really symmetrical. What if I did this? Would that make a difference? It would. That would get way less. $7,000, but only 5,000. Because I need to have that one here. That's symmetric and repeatable. And gets us to 21.6. And I need it 20.6. So I'm happy. Is this... Oh no! No! Really? Oh, this is good. This number is good. I mean, it's a red number that's good. How about stone straight into lava? Because it's 184 stone. And then I need to make it... Each one of these is outputting... No, it's... Each one is outputting 216 stone per second. So that means I would need to place it inside a lava pool and just throw it in. Or have root full belts. So no, it's much better to do this. Because ultimately... It produces the... It's 1,300 divided by 50. So that's something. 26. So 26 per second, which is doable, and we can just throw that into lava, and it's much simpler. Can that single inserter have that much stone? No, it can't. You're right. Damn. This is 120. So I'd have to do like that. Which kind of is not great, but it's kind of also a thing. Good point. Hey! Yay, Gleba, you're fucking me over again. Alright, so that seems to be working, if I can then figure out how to... how are we gonna get liquids in? I think all of these need to be rotated like this, so that we get... Oh no, I can't do this. I want to do... Oh, I can. That's the lava. And... I can't because... It's gonna collide. How are we gonna get that in here? We're not. Ah! Merge. So it would have to be like this. And this one just goes past. And that connects in here. And you're going to do the same thing, just moving past and going here. Or can we connect it better? Yes, maybe. There's also like really nice room here to go down. Yeah, but they can't connect. Move the foundries one down and use 2 inserts for landfill. Yeah, but then it ruins all of the other stuff, right? 122. You gotta be fucking kidding me. What's up with this? Like, how are you supposed to do defense on Gleber? I don't know. I'm giving up on this Gleber thing. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to like have an army of Spidertrons, and then do I even have any? No. Spidertrons plus nukes? That's probably not a great idea. I'm gonna have a constant production of Spidertrons. Can a Spidertron actually be brought into can that be put in a rocket capacity? Yeah, 1. Okay, so we can make him. Way more Tesla to stun? It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, they don't stun at all. They don't do anything. The problem is that it's the Stalkers thing. They come in and they launch 4 flyers, and you can't hit the flyers until they attack. So, no matter what, they are gonna hit. And if there's 10 of the Stalker guys coming in, then they're gonna be just. They will make it. They will destroy something, because they will launch before you get a chance to hit them, even with legendary turrets everywhere. So we can sit here and wait until the next attack, because they should be coming in all the time. I just don't know why. Even more ancient artillery is not. It's 32 million for the next upgrade, so you know it's not exactly like just throw some science packs at it, and it's the science we need the most of. The science we're running out of. So sure, I can do that, but is it gonna change anything? No, not really, because I did 2 upgrades and it didn't make a difference. So legendaries, everything is fucking legendary. It doesn't matter. Okay, Tesla turrets are not legendary. Maybe they should be legendaries, but that's just annoying to do. Base health range would be increased, and fork jump chance. Oh, that's actually nice. Tesla gun. Then I have to make legendary Tesla guns. I don't bother doing this. I don't fucking bother this. The thing is, I don't want to sit here and spend 2 hours on a production line for this, but I have to admit that at some point I have to do it, right? But it's just so disheartening, and knowing that if I do this and then it's not gonna make a difference. It really isn't gonna make a difference. Like, okay, so you shoot out here and it doesn't do it. Full Tesla line, no walls, and my legendary Gleber Megabase, to be honest. Okay. Do they have shooting priorities, or they just shoot at everything all the time? Here's an attack coming in. No, not really. You said that everything is so fragile. You only need around the farms. That's not true. Because they're not actually around attacking around the farms. They attack from all sides. They primarily attack the corners. So if I only put it here, then it's not really working. But maybe that is a production that's easy to set up. It'll have to be done here, right? The Tesla turrets. No, they can be built anywhere, but you need the electrolytes, so kind of has to be built here. 500 for a Tesla gun. And then that needs a Tesla gun as well, which is another 100. Okay. What's the craft time? 30-second craft time. Tesla turrets is 30-second craft time, and I need one of each. Okay, so. Well, hello there. Seems like a good place to build it. Okay, what do you want? Plastic, holmium, and superconductors. Plastic, don't think I have it. Holmium, definitely have that. And superconductors. There. And the other one is red, more superconductors, capacitors. Reds, well, blues, sorry, and supercapacitors, yes. And then, oh, where are you? Where's the, there. And we get the mutation morum. Yeah. And you're actually heading there. Nice. Railgun. Wow, wow. Love the railgun sound. Really need to get this going. Okay, so now they got here and they're getting, okay, we're getting 50 of those inbound. 52 somehow. Available 5, 7, 8. 62, okay. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem to get those flying over there. I don't know. We're gonna run out of legendary plastic at some point, and then I'll be like, I don't know how to get legendary plastic. Would upper quality railguns make sense on Gleba defense to kill destroyers before they get in range? I don't know. Then I'd have to have a belt of railgun ammo just to floating around. Seems a little bit excessive. Oh, it already ran out. What did you run out of? These? Really? How? How do we not have this? Like, that's seriously such a trivial component. Is it because I only have it as part of this one? Yeah. But you're right there. Legendary fucking batteries is not coming in. Why not? Iron plates and copper. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we just make batteries here. Oh, sulfuric fucking acid. Oh no. Oh. I don't have sulfuric acid on this planet. And I don't want to make it. So that means I need to bring those in from... you. $2,000 doesn't seem like enough. I don't know how many I have. From there, obviously. Let's have a look how many we have and if we can expect to just send 2,000 away. 47,000. Ah, we're good. What is the launch? 400? Okay, so that means 4,000 is a good number. That's 10 rockets full. Is it ever worth using diagonal defense walls and corners? Yeah, we can do that. Available rocket silo is only 2,000 or 8,000 or 800? That's weird. Oh, right, that's because what it was. Yeah, okay. I think it had ready to send more. It is a lot of belts that get destroyed. Belts and inserters. You can also say, well, should the belts and inserters be near the front line? Not really. Hello, Civilization. Thank you. Very nice. Let's see. You here are full of happiness. Yes. But then if things work correctly, then it should actually be automatically with this design here. I just have to edit one place and then it will also be requested on Polgora. So we need to make sure that it actually gets to Polgora and see that it actually works. And yeah. In the meantime, I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this. This one was fine, right? Was there anything missing about... Oh, yeah. There was a comment about, why don't you just do that? And that's a great idea. I was not doing it because it was not working with something, but now it works fine because of that. So, definitely good idea. We'll do that. Sweet. And then I need to figure out how to do this. This is now much better, much easier. So I guess one of them will be on the inside and one of them will be not be on the inside. Or maybe I can... For example. And then I can use this. That's one inbound and then that's the other outbound, right? Oh, we missed lava on this one, but that's irrelevant because we only need lava for one thing. Cool. Then let's do the same thing we did before, but then just make it for the iron part. This one needs 800 and 900 ironium. So let's get 900 ironium. But like this, way too much. Maybe I can actually just squeeze it up here. Plenty. But then I need the ironium to go down as well. I really wish I could get this to connect in a better way than having two lines down. Oh, missing pipe output. Yeah, this one, that's actually true. Yeah, okay. So then I... Oh, no. There. Mm-hmm. $50 I mean, it's not... It's mainly belts and... So, okay. We need to go back and check if this is actually working. Davis, you are here. Did you unload? Fuck off. You need to go to here. Woo. Okay, so this one's working again, and now it's gonna go down here to the 500 of those. Then I need to look at mutatio. You are still having 100, and you're heading to Gleba, and now you're on Gleba, and I should see this go to 0. Come on. Get to 0. You can do it. Why not? Why is it not going to 0? I don't understand it. It should be able to eject. Oh, you're already... Oh, you have 70 plus the... Okay, so you actually have all of them. Okay, I guess we need to do a upgrade planner. Normal Tesla turrets to super duper Tesla turrets. How many? Oh, there we go. That's a start. So the fork chance is also a lot better, I think. That makes a lot of sense. So I think that eventually, maybe if these are actually doing something, if they're good. This is also electric damage. I don't know if electric damage is good against these things. Do they have no electric? Is electric a damage type? Laser? Is no one immune to electric? Is electric not a thing? Electric, 100%. Okay, yeah, so it is its own thing. So nothing else, no enemies here are immune to electric. So is electric damage something we should actually get? I don't know. Is it a thing that exists? Oh my god, this is cheap. Physical laser. Is this maximum follower? What? No thanks. Refined flammables, strong explosives, asteroids, scrap recycling. There we go. This one. Let's get a few of these. That's not so expensive. This one is a little bit expensive. Oh, zoom, zoom. This is fast. This is not as fast as I would expect it to be. These are not coming in. I need, that was Mutatio Morum or Mutatio here. You're bringing another inbound. Great. So once this is done, then we're going to skip back to... Once we have this, we're going to skip back to Glebber. There we go. Go to Glebber first. So we get those upgraded. And then if this kind of works, then we're actually going to be doing like that instead. Should we try it for this annoying corner that always gets attacked? It would be fun to see if it actually works. Oh, yeah, you're removing all my defenses. Let me not do that, please. Which of the infinity production caps are 300? It's probably easy to say which ones don't. Mining doesn't. Anything they produce does, but mining doesn't. And what's the other one that doesn't? I think there was... Is there anything except mining that doesn't? Maybe you want to wait until you have them. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Research? Yeah. Okay, so now we're actually slowing down. It was cap... Oh, what was the cap here? At 437. So that's what we... That's the maximum science we can produce with our science facility. So that's actually pretty neat. $54? Okay. Davis is here. No, that's Mutatio is here. And you're getting another batch of this inbound. So why only 9 of those? Where's the last one coming? Where's the last one not coming in? Maybe no rockets available for it? I think this is the planet that has the fewest rockets. Is there a target science output you have in mind for this megabase? At least 1 million, otherwise it's not really a megabase. And then we'll see. It's actually, unfortunately, it's more this one that's going to be a problem. Because I'd like this number here to be 800. And that's a little bit far away. What are you at currently? That depends. I don't, as you can see here, I can't sustain more than, I can't even sustain 200. But that's just because some things are not working. I mean, that's kind of always how it is, right? But the idea would also be like trying to sort of switch between different things, and then kind of when one is running low, and then you should switch over to something else that'll always work, and then so on and so forth. But ultimately, I wanted to run this science, running it at 1 million science per minute. That's my target. And let's see, it'll just be an ongoing thing. Depends on if Glebber will kill me before then. And my will to live, at least. Okay, so you are not going there. You're actually going back to Glebber first, because you actually have 100. Good. And then we're going to be going back to Glebberlicious. And these are now... Like, I would love to see an attack coming in. Yes. That looked better, but there was nothing, no difference here, because these are not upgraded. So I don't know why that looked better. Maybe that was just a weak attack. Oh, here's a good attack. These are not getting replaced. Why not? There they are. Okay, good. So now we can do this part. Now we just need someone to attack here at this corner again. It does say everything is inbound, so... This is not a good idea. Okay, maybe that's a little bit much. But not really. I mean, apparently it just increases. Okay, never mind. Not a good idea. Oh no, I misplaced it. This one again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I'm an idiot. Oh, right, I remember. Yeah. That should still work. So clearing nest is useless because they just respawn, right? So. Ah, this one's so diligent. We have to get you. Mutation, you don't want to go there. You want to go there, please. If you have it. Yes, if you have it, you go there. We have an 88 missing entity in. Okay. Sure. Then don't do it if you can't do that one, then don't do that. Alright? It's fast enough anyway. So we should get this one soon-ish. And then it'll basically be like once in a while just go replace some. We should always have like 100 waiting to be built. Otherwise we'll never replace it. Are the artillery turrets legendary? No, they're not. What do the legendary artillery turrets do? More damage, which is useless. Oh, automatic range. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, they should actually... that's weird. Why did I not even do that? Manual range. That's crazy. Why did I not do that? Rocket capacity size. Crazy. Crazy that didn't work. That I didn't do that. Huh. I really wanted to have an attack up here so we can see it. Oh, and they fixed all of that stuff. Oh no, there's a misplacement. There's a misplacement. Yes. Fuck. That looked nice. That looked pretty good. Uh, we're probably not gonna attack, are we? I don't think so. It's probably fine. The passive power usage. Oh, right, that's true. They're probably nasty, aren't they? Energy per shot. Maximum, minimum 1 megawatt. Okay, 1 megawatt times a lot. Do we have power? We have power, but should we just get another one? Yeah, let's do another one. Well, that doesn't work. Hmm. Now what? Ew! Ew. That's not what we want. We wanted legendary. Generate fusion. No, nothing fusion. $28 and $4. This is where it gets weird, because me adding it here is actually going to be enough. Even though it never goes there, I think, if I recall how I did this, then that should be fine. That means that next time Timbo comes around, I think it's Timbo, the one who comes there. This one. Next time Timbo comes around, we'll have none of these. Why not? Because you're... Why? Why are you not having this in your net? Go to Aquilo. Dude. Hey, Decem, thank you for the 41 months.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home. A kind gesture.
Thank you, Anonymous. I'm thinking, is there an option for doing something like this?
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Goes down here. Ah, yeah, okay. It's the same place it would. This would also connect here. Oh, it's that one, so that wouldn't work because it's... And we're back to that one. Oh, I forgot that. Still need one of these. That's not great. That actually looks pretty awful. Ooh, that looks pretty neat. Then I'm happy with it. I didn't like the other ones. Hey, Runion, thank you for the 31 months. Last time to chance to get a train going. You want that? Yeah. Okay, so now we have... We've been working on this on and off all day, and we're kind of almost getting it. This is the last brick puzzle piece here. You're gonna get some coal inbound, and you're gonna need 2 of these, right? And thank you, Torman. Delayed catch here bits. Thank you. This is getting us 181, and I think it was 180 I needed. Oh, it's more. Okay, so it'll be like this, and it's not even a full build. So, and this one needs sulfuric acid as well. So we're gonna get sulfuric acid as well on this somehow. Oh. I was thinking if there's any way that I could get sulfuric acid into in a more meaningful way.
A kind gesture.
Hey, Sujin, thank you. All right, this I'm gonna be copying now. This is gonna be our, oops, this one, not you. Great blueprint.
Our illustrious
And where are we gonna build it? We're gonna build it
returns.
here because that's close to that one.
Our illustrious
Maybe even
champion
flip.
returns. Welcome home.
1, 2, 3, 4. And do we have any coal nearby? We have that one. And Mutation Morum, hey, we've been busy with you. You've been really busy. Really busy, Mutation Morum, for the tier 2, 64 months. I hope you've been hearing me yell at you. And Swimmer, thank you for 67 months. And also 5 gift subs. Amazing. There we go. And this is the first one, so... yeah. And this will be... this part here. Might as well just build on this side. We also have lava on this side, so let's do that build here. On the lava side. So this is the copper. Okay, so... oh, this is lava inbound. Okay, let's keep that in mind. That lava inbound can actually come from anywhere. That could come from up here if I wanted to. It's the other two that I'm caring about. Like this one is the inbound here, and you are going to be the inbound. Like that. Then we need these to be 500, because I don't know why. What else I'm going to do? There we go. And we got to level 1 with the high plane. That's nice. Nice. Okay, this is going to get some coal inbound. I think this is actually better to do it like that. Where's our sulfuric acid for this? Oh, that's here. That's okay. I guess? Yeah, I guess it's okay. Oops. Let me go down there so I don't actually lose this. What's this? Oh, that's the outbound. Ah, right. And it's messed up because it... oh. Hmm. That sucks. It has to be like this. That one. That one. And... no? Really? Really, really? Why? Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Hate it. That needs to also go over here. How are we gonna get it over there then? Whoa, Surgeon, thank you for 10 gift subs. Last seconds coming in. And Grumbo, thank you for 41 months. Missed that, but 20 seconds left. Thank you, Surgeon, for really just kicking it in.
Tales of our endeavors.
Ooh, Aeronymous with the 5 gift subs on the last second. Alright, we're still keeping the dream alive. And Swammer with 10 gift subs. Nice, that's crazy. Did not expect that. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the sulfuric acid because it's up here and it's a really bad place. I could also just bring it down here and then have some line on them. Maybe take all of this and go like 2 levels down. And then have another line that is like this.
A kind gesture.
And Link Snowguard Trade, thank you for 300 bits. There. And then I do need it coming out from here. So what if we build it something... No, it won't reach across this. So it has to go outside here if I want to get it. Or it has to go up here if I want to avoid that stupid roboport, because I do need those roboports. I've now decided those roboports have to stay. So you are gonna have to be there. You're gonna have to be there. But how do I get it in there? Now maybe I don't need a belt down there, or pipe down there and pipe there, but maybe I do. These throughputs, like, that's the beauty of the new belts. Man, I love the new pipes here. Don't reach, need 9 subs to level 2. Oh, right, yes, 9 subs. What, 9 subs? Yes, this is the original one. Yep, the old school one. And we're just continuing it. Alright. I'm working as fast as I can on trying to get the completion here while we're still online. Let me see this design we had down here. Did they have beacons or modules or anything? No, they don't. They just did. Oh, yeah, they do have. Okay, so this is the pattern. Let's use this pattern because it's good. Right, so... Sounds so interesting. This is not actually how I would do it. Wouldn't this be better? Yes, it would. Alright, so how fast is this? Definitely fast enough. So... Belt. Belt. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at on the train? 60 seconds left. And what do we need? We need 9 subs to continue for tonight. Come on, come on. And then, oh, that I don't like this, I think. I think I need a little bit more space. And this part should be a 4x4. We like those. Sweet. Like that. Okay, running out. Okay, that's coming in. The coal is kind of needs to come in from here. And the train died. Good. Went overtime. Thank you very much for trying to get this going. Sujin, I know you're... Sometimes it's just not happening. And then that's just that, right? Trust me, I wanted it at least as much as you did. Oh, this is actually going to be quite a lot of these, right? How much do we need inbound for this? 19,000, so that's 21, that's 7 of these. It's easier. So lava comes in, the sulfuric acid kind of doesn't come in. How much is this producing? 147,000. Well, I think maybe this should be fine. And how much does this require sulfuric acid? Okay, so just get 2 of these. We'll see if it's too far. A little bit more. Yeah, so it's likely that I'm gonna have to cancel my planned Factorio stream tomorrow, and this is also why have this bonus stream today, so I wouldn't kind of abandon you entirely. Let's see if we can get this one going. Then you seem to be working somehow. It's, oh yeah, this is all just off center now. Shouldn't I be nearby? Wouldn't that make everything a lot easier? And then all of this is incorrect. Yeah. Oops, that's not actually true. Okay, why is this not working? Because they turned the wrong way. And voila, we got it. What are you missing? You got everything you want. Oh, yes, that's also fine. Oh, it's producing. Oh, so we just need some rockets. How many rockets do we want? We kind of need this design here. Whoop. Done. And yeah, that sucks that we get those out. Okay, so not everything is working. We'll find out why. One of them is working. That's at least something. Okay, so why are you working and not the other ones? Because now this one got a little bit too far away. Hmm. Yeah. Woohoo! Something! So speed gets foundries and big miners, maybe production biolabs and aero no. What? Right, I wanted to see this done because we were sort of not really getting it to begin with. And now something is happening. And are they coming in? Yeah, they should be coming in. We're up to 200,000 here, so that's working. And we'd like to see Lee's actually launch. And then I'm going to be wrapping up the stream. We'll be back on Sunday with the workshop session, and I should have a tutorial, a masterclass for you tomorrow, also including some things not seen on the streams yet. Small things, but still. Been tweaking things to make them upgrade proof. Alright. This is working consistently. Working almost consistently. It gets like output full, but that's fine. This one should be having output full quite a lot. And we're getting rid of all of this. Yeah. And you are also fine with that. This is full. This is full-ish. And the input is also maintaining level. And looks like we're parking. Clever seems okay now. Strangely enough. Yeah. Well, nice to see. That's actually true that we are getting it. Okay, so maybe that's the answer then. Monstrous amounts of that. Just a solid wall of legendary Tesla turrets. That's all you need, and then it's happy. We also definitely need the legendary turrets, artillery turrets, because wow, they're actually useful. So, oh, epic music to end the stream, and this one is just a meager 5 hours and 20 minutes away. Yeah. So thank you more, because now it drops. What is oh what's the hold up? No orange signs. If only we had a place that made orange signs for us. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Look at these. Why are you not as good? You should be. Oh. Oh. Ah, it's the usual. That one never gets copied. Crazy that it's not filling up top. Oh, right. It's because there's so many rockets to make. So, they're ready. All the way up here. No, not you. You're not ready. This one's ready. So we just need someone to come in and pick stuff up. That is... we have a dedicated pickup for this one. That one. Swimmer. So, swimmer. 40,000. Off we go. And you're coming back. And then let's see on Volcanus if this is improving. Still not getting enough of this. Oof, only 88 is being delivered? Why? Why is that? Processing unit. Why do we not have processing units on this planet? How can we not have processing units? Like, seriously. Here. Are you not doing anything? You are, but you're not. These are also just outputting, but it's still not enough. Yeah. 74 per second, that's not really much at this day and age. Plastic. No, plastic is not working. Whatever. This never ends. This never ends. I just wanted to see some happy rocket launches here. But not really. It's weird. Swimmer, what are you doing? Oh, you have 40,000. Alright, then get the hell out of there. Done. Definitely don't sit and wait for that long for that. Just 60 seconds. And this also needs to be a better ship, but whatever. It gets 40,000 back and forth. That should be nice. So when it recycles, you're guaranteed to get one of each. I didn't get what you said, and I don't have to, save it and then ask me again next time, because I can't go into that, because it sounds like an interesting question that takes some time to analyze and respond to. So appreciate it. Not gonna do it right now, but please ask the same question again next time, because now I'm wrapping up. Thank you for watching, everyone, for this bonus stream. I'm gonna take care of my scorched face, and then I'll see you guys on Sunday, or maybe tomorrow. Depends on my plans tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'm canceling, because, you know, not because I don't like you, but the other thing is really nice. And then Otherwise, I'll see you when it's also great. Good night, take care, and stay effective.